56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Watch the crowd. Watch the crowd. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Taylor. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Mike 20. And watch the leg. There go Mike 20. We own it.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Eagles send out their punter now. The Redskins have Greg Stroman back deep. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Kill.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a toss. This is Geis. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ready. 44, Mike, 44. Hey. Yeah. Switch it. Take off.
Third down. Here's Haskins going up top. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Hey, alert three.
Man, 5-7.
On first down, Taylor. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wentz, rush coming, and he's taken down. Michael Kendricks coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 10.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. On play action, Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
At the 14-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Second down, Haskins. And he'll find Hall. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Set, ready. Pittsburgh. For this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Hey.
31's the mic.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
It's our deal. Hey, it's our house. No. Off.
It's Geis on the counter. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
throw on third down. Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
At the Eagles' 38-yard line.
We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Silver.
On play action. Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Snap comes in one. Now Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return will stop right around the 25. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream, one you don't want to wake up from, but for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here we go. Waiting. So we got man.
On first down, Wentz. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Throwing his Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 43.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Jim. Go. Out. Pilot, 64, weak.
Wentz now on first down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Wentz again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 22-yard line. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
56, Mike, 56.
On second down, it's Taylor. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Team 6. Let's go. Mike 56. Mike 56. Corky, 82, Corky.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Aguilar has it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long.
We got to step it up.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Ertz has it left side. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He finds Taylor, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Mike, 54. Target. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Go. Coming to you. Check 26, check 26.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The defense pushing the run game back on the first play of the 3rd quarter.
But I don't think that means abandoning the run totally. Sometimes you just have to focus on execution, right? They always talk about players, not plays. Well, tell your players to block a little bit better, and maybe the ground game can get going.
I'm coming after you. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. It's a party now.
On 2nd and 15 now. Haskins. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
Zoom, zoom. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. I got it.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson. An 80-yard touchdown. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Focus, defense, focus.
Go, Mike. Let's find 7.
Play action. Now Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. They'll get 34 yards there. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Hey, let's get there. 51 to Mike, boys, 51. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On play action, it's Wentz. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Let's go, Tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Outside, solid, solid.
Here's Taylor. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He's coming, double up.
The give to Taylor. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Watch the whip.
Greystone, travel.
56 is the mic. Rip left, rip left.
Hey, Lou.
Now Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Let's fly shoot. Cross.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And boy, this Redskin defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Pac-Man. 280.
56. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Taylor. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
From the 41, Wentz. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Everyone got 4 down.
To throw, it's Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen get when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
I smell fear in that offense.
Smoke.
Hey, what's that? Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here we go. Go.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Grade 15.
They run with Taylor. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On first down, Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They go to the ground again with Taylor, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Throwing now. Haskins on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Check 52. Go.
Haskins going to throw again. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Watch 7. Watch 7.
Watch tight end.
31's the mic. Hey, let's get in them holes. 31's the mic. Okay, double up. 31's the mic. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full single.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mike 54.
Let's get out the field, defense. Check 24. Check 24.
Now Haskins on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Taylor. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Wentz to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
I got this, Leave. I got this. Hey, Mike 51. I'm coming. Check 3. Bunch. Switch.
Taylor. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Give the Redskins 13 there on a 1st down. Now Haskins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Motion.
Haskins back to the air. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. Haskins will throw. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Hopkins with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 times. 3 down.
Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game.
It's a loss of a yard. And
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Eagles, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.